Good evening, students. Today we will discuss about mechanical properties of solids. Chapter 9, class 11 Science, Physics. Mechanical properties of solids. Now we are going to explain about deforming force. Deforming force, deform, the force which when applied on a body, due to which the shape of the body is changed. This is called the deforming force. Deforming force. This is the force which when applied on a body, due to which the shape of the body is changed. This is called the deforming force. Elastic body. Elastic body. Elastic body. Elastic body means the body on which, if the deforming force is removed, and the body will get back its original shape and configuration, then the bodies are called the elastic body. The bodies which when return to its original shape and configuration, if the deforming force is removed, then these bodies are called the elastic bodies, like quartz. Quartz is an elastic body. Quartz. Is the elastic body. Then elasticity. Elasticity is the property due to which when a body returns to its original shape and configuration, if the deforming force is removed. Deforming force remove करने से बॉडी जब इसका ओरिजिनल शेप एंड कॉन्फ़िगरेशन मिल जाता है बॉडी को, तब जिस प्रॉपर्टी के लिए हो रहा है, दिस प्रॉपर्टी इज कॉल्ड द इलास्टिसिटी. इलास्टिसिटी इज द प्रॉपर्टी ड्यू टू व्हिच द बॉडी विल return to its original shape or get back its original shape and configuration when the deforming force is removed. This property is called the elasticity. Plastic body. What is plastic body? Plastic body means if the deforming force is removed, but the body will not get back its original shape and configuration, then this is called the plastic body, like putty. Putty, wax, cow dung, these are the plastic body. If deforming force is applied on a body and if the deforming force is removed, the body will not get back its original shape and configuration, then these bodies are called the plastic body. पुट्टी में जब ऐसे प्रेस करोगे उसका शेप चेंज हो जाता है ना, और उसको शेप नहीं आता है. इसके बाद वक्स में प्रेस करो और अंदर में चला जाता है, लेकिन वो ओरिजिनल शेप नहीं आता है. काउडंग में जब प्रेस करोगे तब क्या होगा, उसका शेप चेंज हो जाता है, लेकिन उसका शेप नहीं आता है. सो दीज आर द प्लास्टिक बॉडी. नेक्स्ट वी आर गेटिंग stress. What is stress? Stress means this is the restoring force per unit area. Restoring force acting per unit area. Restoring force, so stress equal to restoring force by area. Restoring force per unit area is called the stress, and restoring force act when applied external force is applied. If this external force is applied, restoring force try to regain its original shape, and restoring force give its original shape. So external force in this direction, restoring force opposite direction. So restoring force and external force becomes equal within elastic limit. So we can say stress is also equal to external force by area. External force by area. Stress is also called external force by area. So what will be its unit? Force means Newton, area means meter square, so Newton per meter square. This is the unit of stress. So what we have got? डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स, जिस फोर्स अप्लाई करने से बॉडी का शेप चेंज हो जाता है. इलास्टिक बॉडी, डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स रिमूव कर देने से बॉडी गेट बैक इट्स ओरिजिनल शेप. प्रॉपर्टी, जिस प्रॉपर्टी से होता है उसका ओरिजिनल शेप मिलता है, इलास्टिसिटी. प्लास्टिक बॉडी, डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स रिमूव करने से भी उसका शेप नहीं रिटर्न करता है, प्लास्टिक बॉडी. स्ट्रेस क्या है? एक्सटर्नल फोर्स अप्लाई करने से रेस्टोरिंग फोर्स एक्ट होता है. सो रेस्टोरिंग फोर्स पर यूनिट एरिया इज कॉल्ड द स्ट्रेस, और एक्सटर्नल फोर्स पर यूनिट एरिया इज कॉल्ड द स्ट्रेस. सो इट्स यूनिट इज फोर्स, यूनिट ऑफ फोर्स इज न्यूटन, यूनिट ऑफ एरिया इज मीटर स्क्वायर, सो न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर. दिस इज द यूनिट ऑफ स्ट्रेस. नाउ different types of stress. Types of stress. Normal stress, tangential stress. Normal stress, that means कि force acting normal to the surface is called the force acting per unit area, but force is acting normal to the surface is called the normal stress. Force acting normal to the surface is the normal stress, and tangential stress means when force acting parallel to the surface, then this is called the tangential, or tangential to the surface is called the tangential stress. So when force, like there is a string and there is a load, this is the normal stress. So force acting on this surface perpendicular to the surface, and suppose there is a box, if you apply force in this direction parallel to the surface, this is the tangential stress. Force when act normal to the surface, this is the normal stress. When force acting tangential to the surface or parallel to the surface is called the tangential stress. Now we are going to strain. strain. Strain, longitudinal strain. Longitudinal strain means strain. What is strain? Strain is the ratio of change in configuration to the original configuration. Change in configuration to the original configuration, or change in dimension to the original dimension. Strain is the change in the ratio of strain is the ratio of change in dimension to the original dimension. So longitudinal strain means ke this is the change in length to the original length. Change in length to the original length. Suppose there is a rod and it is given force, its length increase a small amount. So longitudinal strain will be L by L. L is the change in length, capital L is the original length. Now volumetric strain. Volumetric strain means change in volume by original volume. Change in volume by original volume. So this is equal to delta V by V. This is the change in volume by original volume. Let's say there is a balloon, and if you give force from outside like this way, so its volume will decrease. The decrease in volume is delta V and original volume is V. Now shear strain. Shear strain means if due to the application of force the shape of the body is changed but volume remains the same. Volume remains the same. If on application of the deforming force the shape of the body will change but the volume remains the same, then the strain is called the shear strain. If the force, deforming force is applied so that the shape of the body is changed but the volume of the body remains the same, then this is called this strain is called the shear strain. Shear strain. In this case, what will happen? This is denoted by theta. Shear strain is denoted by theta, and theta is delta L by L. Delta L by L means, suppose there is a box and box is given a tangential force, the shape of the box will change like this way. You see there is a box. Due to application of force in this direction, its shape change, say then this angle is theta and this is your delta L, this is your L, this is also L. Cube, we have considered a cube, and due to application of tangential force F, body shape is changed, body makes an angle theta. So with the fixed surface, the perpendicular surface makes an angle, this is theta, and this is shifted by delta L, and this length is L, so this is delta L by L. So shear strain is delta L by L. If a box is given tangential force, then shape of the box will change. Fixed surface remains the same. Another surface, you see, this is a box, and say this is the fixed surface. If force is applied, then you see its shape. It was originally in this direction. Initially you see this is the fixed surface, this is L, and due to a force in this direction, shape of the body is changed, so it makes an angle. There is an angle, so it makes an angle. This is theta, and there is a shift, this is delta L, so this is delta L, and this length is L, this is L. Okay. So this is the shear strain. Now we are going to Hooke's law. Now first we are going to elastic limit. Clear? Stress, normal stress, longitudinal tangential stress. Normal means normal to the surface it will act. Tangential stress means tangent to the surface it will act. Strain, this is the ratio of change in dimension to the original dimension. There will be three types: longitudinal strain, volumetric strain, shear strain. Longitudinal strain means the change in length by original length. You can write like this, delta L by L. You can write this also, delta L by L. Volumetric strain, change in volume by original volume. Shear strain means theta, delta L by L. Delta L means the fixed surface shifted. This was fixed surface. Now shifted. This is this. So there is an angle. This is theta, and this is delta L. Arc by radius. Theta equal to arc by radius, like this way. Delta L by L. Now we are going to elastic limit. Elastic limit. Elastic limit means this is the upper limit of the deforming force, up to which, if this deforming force is removed, the body will get back its original shape. And if the deforming force is more than this, the body will not get back its original shape. There will be a permanent change in shape of the body. Then this limit, up to which, the limit, upper limit of the deforming force, up to which, if the deforming force is removed, body will get back its original shape. The body will get back its original shape. This is called the elastic limit. जैसे देखो एक बॉडी है, बॉडी में डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स अप्लाई किया, मैक्सिमम जितना डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स दे सकते वो दिया, इसके बाद उसको लिमिट, उसको हटा लिया, बॉडी उसका ओरिजिनल शेप मिल गया. सपोज डिफॉर्मिंग फोर्स दिया था 10 न्यूटन, नाउ इट इज इंक्रीज्ड, सपोज मोर देन 10 न्यूटन, and then this deforming force is removed, but the body is not getting its original shape. There is a permanent change in shape of the body. Then this limit, maximum limit, upper limit of deforming force is called the elastic limit. Elastic limit means the upper limit of the deforming force up to which, if the deforming force is removed, the body will get back its original shape. And if this limit is exceeded or crossed, the body will not get back its original shape if the deforming force is removed also. Okay. Now Hooke's law. Hooke's law. Hooke's law. Within elastic limit, extension is proportional to load. Extension this is the Hooke's law. Within elastic limit, extension is directly proportional to load. This is Hooke's law. But modified Hooke's law is this said that stress is directly proportional to strain. Stress is directly proportional to strain. This is the modified Hooke's law. Stress is directly proportional to strain. That means stress by strain equal to constant. Therefore, this constant is called the modulus of elasticity. Modulus of elasticity. This constant is called or coefficient of elasticity. Modulus of or coefficient of elasticity. Hooke's law, modified Hooke's law is stress is directly proportional to strain. That means stress by strain is constant. This constant is called the modulus of elasticity. Modulus of elasticity or coefficient of elasticity. So, how you can represent Hooke's law in graphically? Hooke's law graphically we can represent this. Suppose in this direction stress, in this direction strain. So graph will be this. This is the graphical representation of Hooke's law, because stress and strain directly proportional. If stress increase, strain increase, or if strain increase, stress increase. This is the modified Hooke's law and its representation. Okay. Elastic limit means upper limit of deforming force up to which the body will get back its original shape and configuration if it is removed. If it is exceed, then the body will not get back its original shape. Hooke's law within this limit, if within elastic limit, extension is proportional to load. That means, suppose there is a wire and there is a load is given, due to which there will be extension in the length of the wire. So this extension is proportional to load. Obviously, if load increase, extension will increase. A modified Hooke's law here, stress is proportional to strain. That means stress by strain equal to constant. This constant is called the modulus of elasticity or coefficient of elasticity. And Hooke's law graphical representation is stress by strain, which is constant. That means your graph is straight line. Okay, ठीक से पढ़ना. Bye.